Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'd like to talk about a defensive feature in 2K. It's not very well known. It's not shown in any controller settings or any of the in-game tutorials, but it can completely change how you play defense. The manual switching function. I'm going to talk about how it works and go through some use cases that show it in action. Today I'll be controlling the Celtics going against the Mavericks, running this play Fist Iverson 4. The main action here is an Iverson cut for Clay through two screens out of this little horns type formation. And he really frequently gets a shot off if you just play it with straight up man. I want to show you how you can use the manual switching function to blow this play up in multiple ways and hopefully get you thinking about some ideas of how you can use it as well. All right, let's go. All right, first I'll show you how the function works. I'm going to be controlling Tatum in this example. And if I back off here, you see I have an arrow underneath me pointing to PJ Washington, and that is because that is who my assigned matchup is. If I want to switch around, say I want to guard Kyrie, I just run out to Kyrie, the game never switches. It still thinks I'm supposed to be picking up PJ, so nobody ever picks him up. However, if I run out to Kyrie and I hold A, see how Derek White switches over and he picks up PJ? That will quickly tell the game, hey, I want to switch on to him. So you can think of running to anybody and holding A. Well, it's like you shouting, hey, I got him. So if I want to switch on to Gafford, I run to him, hold A and do it. I want to switch to Luka, hold A, hey, I got Luka. So if I hold A, it's like me saying, hey, I got him. So I'll go through a couple of examples on this particular play, different ways you could blow this action up without ever tweaking your defensive settings at all. I could see this being used in say you're doing like a play now online game and somebody's abusing a floppy screen or a really busted play, but you see a way that you could switch it. This is the kind of thing you could do in any game mode to really help out your defense. So this is probably the most natural way. So if I have controlling Tatum, and I just switch that really easily lets us shut down that outside shot. JB can switch on to PJ, no real mismatch there. I can contain that shot really easily. I can even switch back here. In that case, JB didn't jump up quick enough, but you can get really flexible with how you do this. So switch, hold A, switch, clean switch. You just got to contain the drive, no problem. One more time. Hold A, switch. Easily contained. Hold A, switch. That's example one. All right, here's another approach. If I'm using Derek White and I'm controlling all ball, I see this coming, and I think he's not going to be able to do it. I can just switch over and hold A and get a really clean switch. And just let JB pick the ball up. So you do that. Maybe I get stuck. I want to switch that. I hold A to get on PJ. So you can get really dynamic with your defense. Switch on to PJ. We'll just hold it, hold A, hold it, everybody contain. Good offense. See it coming. Hold A, switch, chase him around, make him go underneath. One more time, hold A, make him go underneath. All right. So the implication here is that you can really vary your defense in a way that you wouldn't be able to do easily with just defensive settings, and can blow up or confuse your opponent in any game mode really using this. I've personally been preferring playing on player lock a lot this year, so it's worth noting that this function works completely differently when you have player lock active. What I'm talking about is in the controller settings, I can switch to a particular position. Say I want to play with Tatum only. If I set that up, I now control Tatum, and if I hit A, I'm not switching off like I normally would. Also, what happens here, that function I just described does not work when I'm using player lock. So I'm holding A, I want to switch, hold A, I'm going to switch. So you have to do this differently when you're using player lock. And how you do it is you hit RB, like you were wanting to switch player if you did not have player lock on. And then you say who you want to guard. So if I hit RB and LT, that's me saying, hey, I want to guard Gafford. RB and then B, hey, I want to guard Kyrie. So same action, if I see this coming, RB and X, we'll say, hey, I want to get Clay. This is kind of better in this case because I can time when I want the switch to happen exactly without having to hold the button down and wait for that delay. Switch on to PJ. Okay. Or I can even, I don't have to be close to the player I want to switch to either. If I want to switch to Clay now, I can do it. So that can be really valuable. Or I want to switch to Luka. I think Drew should be on this. I'll switch to Luka. So you can be a little more flexible if you're using player lock with this concept. It can be really fun. So it's just like me shouting out, hey, I got Gafford. Or hey, I got PJ. So it's a different way to play defense. I don't think a lot of people have investigated or probably even know of. So I just wanted to share it. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. Thanks.